So welcome back to the studio. We've done a lot of work lately. We were really hoping to get this in today. He's got a big glass window to go in here. He's kind of got it framed in here. Maybe a little bit later today. Of course, it rained last night, so it's pretty crowded in here right now. The mosquitoes are kind of bad. We had to bring stuff in here. We do have some tarps that we dug out that we're going to get some of this moved out. But our goal today is we're going to try to get this sucker finished painted up. It was actually an old table. He got the top of it kind of covered up there. I've been working on painting it. Holy, look at the size of that mosquito.
Wow.
We're going to get this pulled out of here, though, before that. And get this scrubbed up really good. Because we're going to start doing some cement paint on there. Just to protect in the instance of any spills, flooding, easy cleanup. So we're going to scrub that down. We did get that door finished. That's in. We just got to get a doorknob for it. And he did get a couple windows put in over there the other day when I wasn't even here. And then he did get the chimney kind of cleaned up there. We do have to get our furnace in here. But before we do that, that's going to be a huge issue. We got to get that scrubbed up over there too. Before we haul that in, because I would like to get that painted up over there, the cement paint that we have. It does have, what's that called back there?
We got our backer board for, Joe said the furnace, but it's actually going to be the wood stove over there.
Wood stove.
Yep. Yeah, we got our asbestos backer board over there, so that chipboard doesn't get heated up too much and bad things happen.
Yeah.
So,
we do have to we're going to go ahead and get that. We're going to work one of these days. We just got to let it dry out a little bit now. I know we could cover all this with plastic, but it's like we never talk about rain in the forecast, and there's rain.
yeah, it's monsoon weather lately.
Yeah. So once that dries out, we got to get that covered up. We're going to cover this one up back here. We're going to close that one. We are going to keep this window here. We just got to insert the window. So we're going to have a window there. We're going to close that one off. This is our main goals. If it would have been dry today, that would have been our main goals today, is to get this shut up. We're at the beginning of September now. Northern Minnesota, you never know what that's going to bring, when the snow is going to fly. So that's our main concern, is we got to get this all closed up. We've been knocking walls out and stuff. We got to get it closed up, ready for winter. Get that wood burning stove in here to keep it heated, and then we can continue to work on that. Like I said, it is a mess in here now. We've had to haul stuff in because of the rain. He actually got some new lights up. We got one there.
One over there above the door.
And then one right there. So we do have some new lighting in here.
So we've got some LEDs, and hopefully, eventually, there's going to be a big panel up there, like a 4x4 grid, because we're going to, from that window to where we're standing over here, to this opening, this big window, is going to be a big long art table where we're going to do our paintings and things like that. So we need a good light right in the middle of the shop here. But for now, this is going to work for us, huh, Joe?
Oh, absolutely.
Like I said,
something I don't know if it's hard to see, and we're going to get some stuff moved out of here. Like I said, we got some tarps. We dug some tarps out. We're like, you know what? We can't keep putting it off because of this stupid rain that pops up out of nowhere. And I will tell you, it's literally popping up out of nowhere. So we've hauled a lot of stuff in here. We do have some tarps. We're going to lay down and move some of this out, but that's the wall that he's worked on over there for pictures, and we're just going to kind of keep the little chipboard back in this area. I know we got the front part. We got a lot of stuff over there too. We're still going to do a pallet wall over there, and then we're looking at the other couple walls to see what we want to do there. So that's something that'll be coming up, but right now, like, my thing is we got to get this shut up. Like I said, it's a little bit wet around. Being able to do that, we want it dry, so we figured today we have a couple fans out here. We're just going to start scrubbing up the floor. He's got a little bit of extra, kind of what he's got on that we showed you on the table, and a couple other things that we think we're going to kind of run along the bottom there just for easy cleanup.
Yeah, get some old flooring.
Yeah.
Loctite, but that's thicker stuff, so yeah, that'll clean up this ledge really nice. This is basically 2-inch styrofoam behind this chipboard to insulate the block all the way around, and we did that all the way around the studio, many years ago. And you can see over by the door over there, we had to take some of that out because it was just dry rotted and icky, nasty, where the fuel oil tank had leaked, but yeah, we got a ways to go, but
our big thing today, because it's a little too wet for us to close it up, we figure we're going to crank the tunes and we're going to start scrubbing. I know this might not be what some of you want to see. Some of you want to see me in the kitchen and canning and cooking, but that'll be coming soon. It's not that I haven't been doing that. I think I just did 21 quarts of potatoes the other day, but I already got a video out there for that. I can't record everything I do. It's going to be pretty monotonous. So I told them, you know what, today, let's get out in the shop. Let's work on that a little bit. That's definitely going to help us this winter. And we'll be catching up with you shortly after we get a lot of this moved out, get it scrubbed up, and kind of show you where we're at.
I am Scrubber Man. No, 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 no.
So things change. We were gonna pull out the stuff over there, right behind me, and start there with scrubbing stuff down. But as we looked at it, we might as well get this scrubbed down here first, with this dry, and then we're gonna pull that stuff over and work on that. It's almost dry enough. We're hoping maybe we can still get this window in today. Every time we can try to shut something off and seal this place up is gonna be great.
Yeah,
well,
sorry, I'm jumping around. The mosquitoes are.
They are horrible
They're
today.
on my hands.
We've already even sprayed, and I hate doing that, but boy, at some point, that's why we gotta get this closed up too. But I'm gonna work on trying to start getting this scrubbed up. I just got a pail here with a little bit of dish soap in there for the first scrub. We're gonna come back with a little bit of bleach or Lysol water, get her again. But just to start getting this cleaned up. I don't know if you've joined us from the beginning or anything like that, but it's been an old shop that's been here for a while. We're bringing it back to life, if you want to call it that. While I work on scrubbing floors, he's got these right here. We've got quite a few of them. I know we pointed to that earlier. He's going to work on kind of covering this stuff up. I mean, we got to start somewhere. We got to do something. And until this dries enough that we can start getting this sealed up, hopefully a little later today, we can at least get that window in there and maybe close that up there. Then we're only looking at those there, and then right behind us over there.
Yeah, nothing else. We got some tarps we could put on those openings, but it's just nice to have good, clean, fresh air going through this building. This place has been locked up, just storage for what you can see.
Our thing is, I can't believe it. Beginning of September, we've had some nights in the 30s, and these mosquitoes just will not let up.
Yeah, anyway, 24 degrees Fahrenheit it was two nights ago. Then the rain moved in.
So I got a good sturdy brush here. I'm just going to start giving this a good scrub while he works on that. Just a little dish soap in there, just to get it worked out and going. I do have a mop bucket and a mop, and we will go over that again.
Cinderella.
Anyway, I'm going to get cleaning on this, and we will catch up with you guys later.
I got fired from my scrubbing job. I wasn't doing it right.
Probably not.
I am a fired scrubber man.
Get to work.
You missed the spot.
So plans changed again. The sun's been out. Everything's dried up. We are going to get this window in today. Like I said, then we just got that little piece there, those there, and that over there. And then we are all sealed up for bugs and winter, and we can work away from there. I have, however, been scrubbing the floor. I'm going to give this one more here. One more good scrubbing. The water's looking pretty clean. Like I said, I just got a little dish soap in there. And I know it still looks kind of dirty, but the actual, when you're scrubbing it, I can see that it's really clean now. So I'm going to give it one more. We're going to get a fan on there. I think what we're going to do today, if we can get it dry, it's still pretty early. I'm just going to do right down in here a strip like this of our cement paint. If I can get it dry, because we're going to move that stuff over here. He's going to put some tile up against there. And then once that stuff's moved, we're going to go ahead and we'll get that all scrubbed out, dried up, painted. We'll move that stuff over. We'll paint the rest of it, lay that table down, and we got a good start. We know that stuff's going to stay there, and that's kind of what we're looking at. But anyway, he's getting the last little studs in there that he needs to get in. And
yeah, I hate to have you mess up your clean floor, but I can show you if you want to see what's going on.
Well, absolutely. Okay. I still got to do it again. I mean, mop it up again.
What I did is, this is probably overkill. We doubled up a 2x4, which is inch and a half, which gives us 3, and then a 1/2-inch piece of OSB chipboard in between, and that gives us the same thickness as our 2x4 wall. So that's a lot of guys will just lay it flat like this and call it macaroni, but this is a 4-foot window. It's going to be functional, operational a lot of times, and I just wanted to beef it up. You know, like I said, it's probably overkill, but you know what? It'll work.
This window is huge. I want to make sure it stays in there.
We're gonna get some great light out of this one. But anyways, that's just how I roll. That's how I do it. And now we just got to add a couple of more screws down here in our support joists, 16 centers underneath here. We left this in. We're just going to screw this back right up against here before we drop the window in. And we got to cut off about 1 inch. But that'll, no sense cutting all that out. That was our filler of the original wall. So we're just going to keep that. So that's where we're at. And the other thing we're going to do, see me now, is I'm going to put this foam in here. I'm just going to basically just staple this in. You run this around the bottom of the sill, and what this does is your window will pinch down on this and to prevent drafting from coming in underneath it. And we'll give it a good shot of spray foam insulation all the way around, and we'll be good. We won't get that drafting underneath. North Country almost got to do that. I've tried, and I've seen contractors do it, and I work for contractors, and you got to have something down here on the sill, otherwise you're going to get airflow. Silicone just doesn't cut it. So I like to use this. You know, it's really inexpensive, and it does the job. So we'll catch up to you in a little bit.
Moving some pallet wood for a pallet wall out of here under tarps so we can scrub the floor off all Mr. Frogs. So I'm gonna delicately try to get them out of here, put them back in the woods. Not there's any shortage of that out there, but that's gonna be my goal. I said to share that with you. Pretty little frog. Mr. Frog gently in my hand.
Tree frog.
Whoop.
How come we didn't do that with that 6-inch wood spider that was there yesterday? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go let him out in the woods. Come on, go.
He's probably cold. He doesn't want to move. He's sticking right to the side of the tree.
I don't know, you say just... No, he crawled back in my hand.
he's back in your hand. He doesn't want to let you go. You got a new friend.
I guess so. Kiss. Where you going now, hon?
There he goes. He's way over here already. Look at that. You warmed him up and he just hop-topped. There.
Back to work. That was a little fun.
Back to work. This place isn't even a shop.
We're gonna get a doorknob on this soon.
We're gonna call it the Wood Boneyard. This is not even a shop. But anyway, this is the back of it. I mean, it's coming slow but sure. But
we're gonna get a doorknob on here soon so that we don't have to walk through the crap.
That's high priority because you know we won't want anybody getting in. Okay. I'm gonna watch you work. You're in scrub duty. The adventure is still in progress.
Yes, it is. So one thing I'm happy about, we had this little portion blocked up. We got this window in right here. This was a lot more work than I thought it would be. We got it in. Yes, the frame got all dried out. We got a little bit of moisture in here. We're gonna let that dry. We're gonna give it a good coat of paint. I know we're gonna be good to go. He also, even though we haven't put it up yet, cut the boards to close that off. I don't know, I mean, you can still see it drying down there on the floor. I scrubbed that grease out of there, whatever it was, and
Yeah, lots of fuel oil.
so we're good to go ahead and close that up, and I know I can get back there. We looked at if I could wiggle room it back there to put the paint back there, and I'm able to go, so I'm like, close that up. Let's get these bugs out of here.
She's worried about a lock on the door, and we got a wide open.
Hush!
It's still
So,
that's still
now
the
we're
greatest,
just down
greatest one of
to-
the summer. We got to put a lock on this.
Hush!
Hush.
So now we're just down to putting a window in here, right, hon?
Yep.
And
Yep.
then just closing that one off.
Yep.
So,
Yep. We got some reclaimed studs.
we did.
One there.
I did.
One there. We got studs for that. No problem.
I did get down here and scrub this out, but weather works, so we want to get this window in. But this makes it easier because I still want to do this. The scrubbing I did today was just with dish soap and water. And I took a little brush, scrubbed it, and a little mop and cleaned it up. I do want to go back with a little bit of like mold or bleach cleaner just to get it cleaned up and let that dry out. Our next step's going to be we're going to go down and do a little strip about this big along these edges here on this side.
We're gonna paint the floor. Yep.
Yeah, cement paint. We're going to do it all, but to start out with a little bit on this side because we're going to have to drag stuff over. So we're going to go about this big
Yep. We're gonna drop those in there.
because he's going to put these in there.
Yep. That was our some secondhand flooring that somebody gave me. It's nice and thick. It's gonna be heavy duty, and that's gonna go really nice across the top. And
It'll be
Verti-
nice and easy to clean.
yep. Put it in the.
But I wanted to put that down first. So I'm like, just let me clean it up and get this little strip down here first because I don't want to hit that with my paintbrush.
Yeah, we're gonna cut
Then
it
we
in.
can
We're
go
gonna
back.
cut in with a little cement paint, but
Because we're gonna end up pulling this, sliding this table and that freezer over here.
yeah, this table's just tipped on end now. This is gonna be for our freeze drying area right here. So
Yeah. So we're gonna
We've
pull
got the-
that over there. We're
we've
gonna
got
pull
the-
this
we're
over there.
responsible adults. We got the $10,000 harvest rate sitting right there in the construction zone, but you know, it's better than having it in the basement with the humidity the way it's been. So,
Yes.
yeah,
But
we had to
that's
get that
our
out
goal.
of there.
I'm gonna paint. He's gonna get this. We're gonna get that cleaned out tonight. It's gonna dry overnight. I'm just gonna put that little strip of paint there tomorrow. We're gonna pull this over, the freezer over. We're gonna clean and wash up behind there. Let that dry. If we can get to that in the morning, well, if he can. I still got a few more days of work left, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get that painted. Then we can slide that freezer back over there. Put the table down. And run with it. The other thing, like I said, is it's pretty wet over there right now. I was just working on that until you need a little help with the window. But I think I got it pretty cleaned up. We're gonna let that dry overnight.
Yeah, it's coming a long ways.
I know it looks bad, but that's wet.
No, that's just
I
this is just our
scrubbed-
overflow is what looks bad. The bones of the building are here. You know, they always have been, and it's starting to come together.
I scrubbed hard, and I mean, it literally looked black. It literally looked black. I did about 3-4 times. The last time, it was all like, I was just using dish soap, and it looked clean and white. So he ran and got me some clean water. I mopped it a couple times to get the soap off there. And that's those darker colors you see now. It was just some water on there. So we're going to let that dry. And if that looks good, that's going to be another area we're going to get painted. But I cannot wait for that to get up there. And then we just got that. And other than picking out a door handle or digging around to see if we have one, this is sealed up. And that's great. Because if we get that wood burning furnace in here and everything sealed up, in northern Minnesota, it might be early September. You never know when it's going to come. We can still, if we can heat it in here, we can still work in here. We can still scrub floors and do the painting. We can still hang stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna
We
get
pulled a bunch of wood out of here, pallet wood out of here, so I could get down there and scrub. I know it's hard to see from this way, but we did.
it. Yeah, we put a
We're
lot of
getting there.
a lot of planning into it. We saved this piece of chipboard. They came off that wall where that 4x4 window went in, 48. I think it was 48 by 48 window, and we're gonna put that back in that corner over there. you know, behind the chimney. So that's kind of what the holdup on that is. So everything's got a place, you know, and a
Yes, I
purpose.
forgot that.
So we're using reclaimed stuff that we have from the job. We're not, you know, having to drop $1,000
Yes,
a
I
lumberyard.
forgot
So
that. Once he gets that in there, he's already got the boards cut for the outside, and we already measured. I can fit back there and get that painted once it dries.
So we're in good shape. We got a roll of insulation over there that's going to get burned up, and you know that there's a lot of paneling and plywood and stuff over there that's going to go up in these. My dad built these way back in the day. These brackets up here that they're 48 wide, and that's a nice spot to put 4x8 sheets and stuff. So that'll be a good holding area for a lot of this mess in here. And you know, we're taking a corner at a time, and we got a plan and a mission. And you know, this window is here. This is going to be my little grinding area for my wood carving, my wood burning.
And yes, we gotta get it cleaned up.
Yeah, it's kind of grimy, but it's
we got it in there. It'll be okay.
Yep. And you know, we're gonna have the bench right in front of us
You
right
see
here.
the skeeters trying to get in from up there.
We're gonna have the bench right in front of us here for our Harvest Right freeze dryer, and then we have the all-purpose big freeze dryer right here, and vacuum pumps are going to sit on this table right in between. So we got that part of it planned out. We're not planning for hornets, but they're unfortunately here.
Yes,
So it's that time of
there's
year.
one in there.
And then over here, this area is when I was way back in the day. You know, I was 22 years old. This is my airbrush booth way back then. That was like 3 years ago. So,
And that's what we're gonna bring back.
so yeah, we're gonna bring that back to life, and
We're
small
gonna
window there just for.
we're gonna close this one up
Yep.
and leave this one open for light.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the airbrushing, and that's not white airbrushing. That was the birds were having a little fun right here, but
It was open.
we evicted them. Yeah, we left it open to get aired out here through the summer, and so we could get some good ventilation in here, and that's the price you pay. We could have put tarps on it and plastic, but that gets to be a headache every day too. You know, move that back and forth, and
I know. It looks
I knew
like,
we were gonna get rid of that window casing and all that anyway, and we're gonna break out the bleach, so it's not a big deal.
and I know it looks like we got a lot to do, a lot to move, but really, we've done great between everything. You know, me working, him running a business,
Yeah, we got a lot more things than a cat cover.
canning, cooking,
Cat cover and
cleaning,
crap going
just
on.
daily stuff. Sleeping, sometimes like to sleep a little bit.
Yeah.
But we're getting there, and I'm proud of it. We've come a long way, and I'm proud of it. And that's gonna get sealed up in the next day or two, and that's gonna be amazing. And that's all we have left to work on. And once we finish that, I heard we got plans to get that wood stove in here, and that's all we need, because as long as we get it sealed up, as long as we get that wood stove in here and hooked up, we can work on this off and on throughout the winter and get this up and rolling, and that's gonna be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we can do the soffit, the fascia, and the siding right through the winter months, but we got a nice dry roof now, all dried in, and you know, the interior of this it's coming along. It just needs some TLC, some good cleaning. So
That's what I'm here for, I guess.
so if you know anybody that's in the business of using a bottle of bleach, 1-800-SCRUB-IT. Oh, that's you.
That is me. But it's been a long day. We didn't quite get everything done as we thought we would. We did get other stuff done that we didn't think. I'm happy for today. I'm getting a little bit hungry. I think after cranking out 2 ones and have a little fun and accomplishing something, I'm going to go in and cook dinner, and we'll check in with you soon.
Yeah, Joe's sharing this. I hope you appreciate this, because I know I appreciate her help, and I know she really sees it start to come together. We put those doors in over there. We got that plywood cut, you know, for over there. The chimney's looking nice. The floor's getting cleaned up. I got a good plan with all of that stuff to box in these runners. That just covers my block. It's got 2-inch styrofoam around there, so she's happy about that. She sees that window, you know, done. That one's gonna get boxed in.
This got boxed in.
Yeah, that's gonna get cleaned up. You know, we got a brand new service box in here, a breaker box that I did a long time ago, and you know, we got plenty of room in there, so we can go and do what we got to do.
I get excited to come out here and work, and then it's like, because the windows are open, the mosquitoes, I can't believe it. We've had 30-degree nights, and they're still out here. But,
Just the big ones, the ones that have a lot of insulation. That's the ones that are left.
but we're getting there. I'm proud of where we've come. we're going to continue to do this. And
yeah, please like, share, subscribe, follow the journey on this art studio. And, you know, I mean, this isn't just for taxidermy purposes. It's wood carving, wood burning, Joe's crafts and everything. It's all coming together. You know, we're going to get there. So, I mean, if you're into more than the cooking and canning, her and I
but
got
there's
a
going
little
to be more of the cooking, canning, and baking to come.
Yeah, we got a little competition.
I just been doing a lot of the same stuff I already posted on there because it's that season.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot more to come. If there's anything you have questions about, be it remodeling, be it, you know, reclaiming a homestead, be it canning, cooking, let us know if it's anything we can help you with.
Yes.
We would definitely be more than willing to do that. But we really haven't heard much of anything. Got some followers, got some people who enjoy this. There's probably things we do every day that we don't know that people might have questions on or need help with. So definitely do not hold back. Send it out there. Let us know what you want to see. And we'd be more than happy to do our best to be like, we absolutely have no idea, never done that. Or be like, I absolutely have done that. Let's show you.
Strong piece of advice from the homestead. If you want the freeze dryer to run, it's got to be plugged into the outlet.
And we're going to work on that.
We're on it.
Real quick.
Okay, more videos to come on this stuff, and please share our progress. Appreciate it.